What up, fam? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Dale. And before we get into much, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified so you won't miss good eats like these. Now, sadly, this isn't a fresh eat because we had a lot of things that caught us off schedule, i.e. the boys. Well, these are some homemade tenders by Bae. We didn't get to have them like fresh out of the oven. A lot of things caught us off guard. They aren't pulled up. His girlfriend showed up, so he'll probably heal me. However, his girlfriend's going off to school, so they want to spend some QT. I'm so hungry, I didn't even tell y'all what we had. So we got some jalapeno pops with cheddar on the inside. Now those, they turned out too bad, fam. While they were frying, the cheese fried out of them, so.
Fried jalapenos.
Pretty much. Then we got some fried zucchini and chicken tenders.
Got some homemade honey mustard.
And they made the honey mustard. So out of everyone that's normally here, it's just Jazz, myself, and baby Alex. Let me get y'all quiet.
I look too toe up to be seen.
I know y'all probably like, I can't bite sideways. It was just so you'll get a good view too. We got a lot of new family members. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all can be in one of these YouTube streets, but y'all here chilling and kicking with us. And for that, we appreciate you.
Excuse me.
Although these tenders are slapped, I think zucchini is the part of me that I'm right.
You like it? I didn't have no zucchini in mine, so I would have filled it. I need more. Honey mustard.
Okay. I had to pull me some ranch, y'all. But they knocked out the park with these tenders though. We just missing one ingredient. But next time we'll have it. How many of you out there are parents? Godparents, step-in aunts, step-in uncles. Whichever of those you are, what do you feel? How do you think in regards to the job of taking care of kids? What are your thoughts? Because although I've been saying it for years, I feel like moms, like the true moms, that's in the grit of it and the thick of it, so underappreciated. Being a parent, that job is so underrated. Especially when you're being a good parent and doing the things that your child needs, tend to your child how they need to. They don't get enough credit. And that's not even because I'm a stay-at-home parent myself. It's just period. Because really, I mean, think about it. When people talk about jobs, careers, and things like that, more often than not, if the other person is a parent, someone will be like, oh, but you take care of your kids, you got it made. Been well. Take care of kids is a responsibility and a job too. You gotta wake up the asset. You gotta feed the asset. You gotta clothe the asset. You gotta make sure the asset knows right from wrong. So you have to teach the asset. You have to get the asset a moral compass. If you don't cook, depending on the age, 9 times out of 10, the asset won't eat. The asset is totally relying upon you for survival. And any misstep can affect them. Let's be real here. What kind of toll does that take on most people? Knowing that they're responsible for shaping and molding someone else's future and semi-existence. Because I don't know about most people, but me, something I think about every day. I gotta make sure what I'm doing is straight A1 and above reproach. Because I have an example to make. I have a life to mentor. I have a destiny to either garner and help flourish and help grow, or I can hinder it. So as a parent, it's definitely not a job, nor a career, nor a task to be taken lightly. You see way so many people having kids because it's cute. Or because it's in. Ooh, excuse me. I gotta watch Smoke and Rayshawn video. Rayshawn and Prissy video.
Kangaroo.
While we were cooking. And then Smoke sat down and came out. Not sat down, came out as we were sitting down to eat. But all those interruptions kind of sullied my appetite a little bit.
And snacking before we started.
Well, that's normally fine, but the hour in between when we were supposed to eat it when we actually ate. Yeah. My stomach just wasn't ready like it was.
But we hope y'all still enjoy.
Because sadly, we are coming to that point in the video where we must bid you all adieu. You know what? I'm trying something different today. Because me personally, I noticed that, and I feel like sometimes when I'm eating, I talk between words. Well, I say words between chews. So now that I'm done eating, I can maybe talk, you know? Let's see. Bullying. I remember, man, back in middle school, there was a young lady, her name was Grace. And man, she was in the class for, excuse me, for the people that had mental hindrances. Now, there was this one guy who she had this big, huge, massive crush on. And she would just used to speak to him. I'm talking about like, hey, but it's me and my cousin Bob. And typically, I keep my hands to myself. I don't put my hands on you unless you put your hands on me. Because ain't no point in sitting here doing all this. That wastes time. I can't get my time back. So we either gonna bump, we gonna keep moving. But this particular day, he was running from her. And she was trying to run in behind the gym after him. He literally waits until she gets in the door and slams the door on her. I'm talking about like her arm and everything in the door. Her crying. I'm saying like, are you serious? I look at Bob. Bob look at me. I said, I'm gonna do something about that, cuz. He said, what you gonna do? I said, you know what? I don't know. Because right now, I just want to do a lot of stuff. He said, well, I bet you ain't gonna do nothing. I said, what? No balls. Fuck! Slapped him up off his feet.
You slapped him?
Mm-hmm. Now at this point, his couple of friends want to come over. And they want to try to jump in. They want to try to jump into the fight. You've seen Bob. One day, you guys will meet Bob. Bob was about a little bit smaller back then, but 3 guys want to come and try to jump in on it. So Bob was like, now mid-fight, this is going to show you like the amusement that we have. He's like, okay, so who you want? And me and him from, I said, it's your call. You're like, let me have him. You can get them. Cool. So me and the other 3 dudes just tussling. But can you guess who got suspended? Can y'all guess who got suspended, fam? Of all things, Grace. Because although he got beat up, the way he spun it to the principal was that she was chasing him and he was afraid. And then when he closed the door behind him, well, when he closed the door, he wasn't trying to close her in the door. He was simply closing the door behind him. I learned a valuable lesson that day in 6th grade. Find him up on the bus stop. Well, not even on the bus stop. I'm lying. Don't do that. Find him up after you done left, because you get to fighting at the bus stop. The bus stop, I don't know if like that there anywhere else, but here, the bus stop is school property. So if you get to fight on the bus stop.
It depends on if it's between school hours.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if
it's on Saturday.
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
But if you just got dropped off or you getting ready to get picked up. They had when I was in the they had when I was in the 7th grade too. A girl slapped me and we were rolling down the hill and wound up rolling, like, I mean, she slapped me, I grabbed her to keep her from hitting me again. She tries to cag me, but she slips up on her shoestring. So we literally fall and are rolling down the hill, intertwined, and wind up, we landed on the bus stop. Bus driver pulled up. We get to school, the bus driver has told the principal that we were fighting on the bus stop. Both of us got suspended. 4 days. I don't know if it's like that back then, but well, when you were in school, but the day you leave school doesn't count as a day. So even though that happened on a Monday, we both had to leave school by 10:30 on Monday. Monday wasn't our first day of suspension. Our first day of suspension was Tuesday. We couldn't come back until the following Monday. And then while we're on suspension, this girl has the audacity to tell me that she only hit me because she liked me. You know how 38 hot I was. I'm like, that was a simple conversation. A simple conversation. You just made me miss school, miss education, because you wanna, I like you. Well, now, that's never gonna be explored because you done messed up me going to school. So, I bumped my gums enough, fam. Had you a little mini snippet of a couple of story times. And sadly, we've come to that point in the video where we must really let you all go. So, until next video, fam, I love you guys.